Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV. Thank you for tuning in. If you don't know, a bunch of badges are going to get buffed and a bunch of badges are going to get nerfed. Mike Wang released a tweet yesterday. Badge feedback for balancing. Looking for feedback on what badges the community feels are unbalanced. In parentheses, he put too strong or too weak. Let me know. If you don't have a Reddit account, I'd recommend going to create a quick Reddit account and leaving your feedback on his post, because your badge grind can change like that. Now, I have a ton of experience playing 2K from year to year to year. The same thing happens every single year. We start the game a specific way and it changes with hot fixes or patches. So they cater to a particular type of player every year. I wouldn't say right now which type of player that is, but if you would like to tell me which type of player you think it is, please leave a comment below. You gotta understand, guys, usually it's the loudest voice. The loudest voice is the one that gets heard. So if you wanna be heard, I'd recommend getting over to Reddit and leaving your feedback, because there are gonna be some huge changes taking place. Well, let's go on over to Reddit and see what the community has to say about balancing badges this year for NBA 2K20. Well, the first post that I would like to go over is from Am Suzuki. I think I speak for the community when I say we like more in-depth description of badges and how they work. This information should be readily available for you guys. When you're grinding badges, you should know exactly what you're grinding for. He says green machine. How many shots does it take to activate? Now, I dropped a video on the green machine badge up top. You should see it right now. It's unfortunate that you have to look outside the game in order to find information that's going on within the game. But he goes on to say, does difficult shots give a boost to 3-pointers as well as mid-range shots? More information that you had to look outside the game in order to find out how your player will function when you grind for a badge. I dropped a video on difficult shots as well. You should see it up top right now. Is flexible release only helping on early and late, or slightly early and slightly late? So another video that I dropped, you should see it up top. You know, we shouldn't be grinding these badges without knowing exactly what we're getting. It's not a 2-minute grind that we're on. It takes an extensive amount of time to get these badges. So if you're grinding for a badge, you should know exactly what you're grinding for. It shouldn't be guesswork. Now let's get on over to the more important stuff as far as badges and what the community thinks on which badges should be buffed or should be nerfed. So normally, if you guys don't know, the way Reddit works is if the community agrees with your comment, they'll upvote your comment, which means your comment will move towards the top of the post. If they dislike your comment, they'll downvote it and it'll move toward the bottom. Right now, contest mode is turned off, but when Mike Wang is ready to read the comments, he's going to turn contest mode on, and that's when people are going to begin to upvote comments. So they're going to scroll through, they see a comment they like, they're going to or if they agree with it, they're going to upvote the comment. It's going to continue to reach the top, and this is when we're going to see what the community in whole thinks about which badges should be buffed or should be nerfed. Well, let's get on over to the first comment on which badges should be buffed or nerfed. The first comment is from Forsaken Roy. Unpluckable equals too weak, getting ripped by non-defensive builds way too easily. I dropped a video on the Unblockable Badge. It should be up top right now. I believe the Unblockable Badge is headed for a huge buff. This is one of those trigger badges where the community is in an uproar. They have Unblockable and they're getting ripped by centers or non-defensive builds. Difficult shots equals too weak, a buff is needed. However, it should be tailored towards the mid-range game. I don't know one guard that would rather fade from the 3 than set their feet for a jumper. I personally think that the difficult shots badge is working exactly as it should. I've noticed a bunch of green leaning shots in the game. Almost all shooters are taking leaning shots. I personally do not think that you should buff or nerf the difficult shots badge. Is working perfectly right now. Brick wall equals too strong. There are heavy screens that occur in the NBA, just not in high volume. Reduce the frequency a lot. I personally do not see any issues with the brick wall badge. I see defenders getting through brick walls, and being that the spot up shooters have such a slow gather this year, defenders are able to beat the brick wall and contest the shot. And even if they're not able to get through the brick wall, there should be another defender that steps up to pick up on the shooter. So if your teammate teammates are not helping you out on these brick wall screens, then that's an issue that you have to take up with your teammates. The badge is functioning properly, defenders are able to get through screens, but you gotta also understand that the brick wall and bruiser badges are combined. And being that those badges are combined, this means when you're a defender and you get hit with a brick wall screen, then your energy drops as well. These are things that you have to consider when leaving your comment on whether or not the brick wall badge should be buffed or nerfed. The next comment that I would like to read is from Sub-013. He says, please, the centers are very fast compared to my small forward with 85 speed and 80 acceleration. They shouldn't be able to keep up with me going down the court or closing out on me in the corner. This is not a complaint that I personally have had to experience, so if you feel that it's any different from that, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the speed of centers. When they start messing with speed, that affects your player's ability. Please understand that when you leave your comment, and if your comment is heard, this is really gonna change the game for players who have been grinding. They have been grinding their player, they get their players' attributes up, they get their players' badges up, and if your comment can change a whole build and how that build functions in gameplay, you gotta consider that that's someone else's grind. It may not be your grind, but it's someone else's grind, and this is definitely something that we need to consider when leaving our comments, because this could really hurt people's ability to be effective on the court. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to continue reading these comments, I'll leave the link in the description below. Please consider subscribing to our channel. We're gonna have a ton more content coming your way for NBA 2K20. We also go live every single day on 4 different platforms simultaneously. That's Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, and Picarto. So come on out, send me a friend request. My PSN is All City Live TV, and I hope to see you guys out there. Easy out.